here with beautiful wife Arktik Vixen. She was doing some Pokemon colorations and we're really feeling drained. So it's Friday the 13th and Doom just came out. I guess this would technically be Doom 4 or 5 because, well, there's been so many spin-offs, and you know, Doom 64 was supposed to be like after Doom 2, and then there's Final Doom, and then you have Doom 3, which is a reboot, and now you have Doom, which I had it installed. I just tried it out, and I'm just like, you know, this would probably be a better video to film, and normally we do them at night, but it's just okay. First of all, Arktik, could you hold the camera, please?
Yeah.
Alright, so first of all, I'm going to say, you know, the guys at the local GameStop, I don't know if they watch our videos, Aaron and Trinity, Cameron, Jamie, you know, you guys are awesome, Charlene, and I will say, yeah, Cal was being a pain, but I will say, pre-ordering this, I got a really cool poster, which is the reason why I pre-ordered it. Haven't figured out where I'm going to put it up. Probably right next to that sword and Godzilla.
And that's what he means by Godzilla and sword.
So, but yeah, so I didn't really get to play it. And I mean, just driving home, I had to slam on the brakes 5 times. I had to go to the bank. Well, guy figured I'd pulling out of the bank, and he waited long enough for me, who had to wait for all the oncoming traffic to get the hell out of the way. So he was going to try to force his way in. No, I ain't tolerating that crap. I had the right of way. My car was in front of him. If he drove, well, not my car, my mom's car, which I'm not on the insurance. So if he drove forward, he was hitting my mom's car. So I had to speed the hell out of the way, knock my mom's CDs down. I did the only rational thing a normal person would do. I gave him the finger and pounded on the horn. Then pulling out of the bank, getting really angry because that was like the 3rd time that day, you know, dealing with that in parking lots. And then just driving home, 5 other cars pulled in front of my mom's car, and I had to slam on the brakes just to go to the local AM/PM and McDonald's. That's what they were doing. No, they're risking getting in an accident because of gas or burgers. So, I mean, people say it's Friday the 13th, people say it's payday, you know, Tuolumne County bad drivers, but, you know, it's stupid. And, you know, people can say I'm negative, but frankly, I really do not like the idea of getting in an accident in my mom's vehicle. And especially with my car being broken down, which was also supposed to be picked up today, but the guy didn't call me. So, anyway, really stressed out. I really need to go shooting the actual guns, but, because that's actually good stress relief, guys. But, car's broken, my car is broken, so that's not going to happen, and my mom doesn't like the whole shooting thing, so, I'm going to have to settle for killing monsters in Doom. Usually do it at night where the lighting is better, but screw it. This is a special kind of thing. Has nothing to do with, ooh, big scary game, you know, have to play it in the light. No, I'm going to close the curtains. I really need to vent by killing demons, so that's what we're going to be doing, so enjoy. Which, by the way, guys, don't hate me for shouting your names out in my video. I'm not trying to get people in trouble or anything. Just people at GameStop, local GameStop, you're awesome. And well, Trinity, if you watch this, I envy you for, or I'm jealous that you got a Revenant. I guess a statuette. I guess it's a statue. It's not really an action figure, but it's the Revenant from Doom 2.
Well, you're not getting them trouble. You're actually giving them credit.
Well, I'm giving them shout outs, but sometimes people don't like that being, you know, mentioned in other people's videos. So, anyway, this is Doom, PS4 Doom. I play on ultra-violence. So let's see.
The more intense, the better.
Well,
not in my case.
I don't know. Like, I mean, some games normal is too easy. Some games normal is too damn hard. For example, Blake Stone. That's one where the normal difficulty is just too hard.
That's why I'm saying, except for me, because it's like I'm that kind of person where it's like I can't even play normal mode.
Dude, Skyrim and like Oblivion, I don't even really notice much of a difference, to be honest.
Well, there might be a difference, and we're just not paying close enough attention.
Okay, yeah, so I had already gotten the shotgun, and
yeah.
I don't want the shotgun, I want the pistol. I guess, okay.
Yeah.
I try to save ammo, guys.
Someone is being very talkative over here. That is Alice Madness Returns right there. That facial expression right there.
Screaming? Yelling?
The face. Like the face it had.
Self-dissolving demons.
Of course, I'm referring to when you start the game. You see creatures like that.
Well, here we have more zombie things.
Sorry, viewers. You're watching Doom, and I had to throw in Alice Madness Returns.
Alice Madness Returns is a good platform game. Really reminds me of Super Mario 64. Sorry, had to think about that. See, now granted, I just started out, but this is why I don't like it being called Doom, is because it's not that graphic. Or, I mean, it's not that scary. It's graphic, but it's like, okay.
I'm guessing those are supposed to be those
imps.
Yeah.
Demonic presence.
Yeah, demonic presence. Yeah, they're jumping around like little bitches.
Well,
Little bitches, come and get your bunch of little bitches.
But I was referring to, like, when I first played Doom, they look like walking brown
Gorillas.
Boop, 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 boop. And here, it's like they really do look more...
They look like aliens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they don't look like demons, they look like aliens. And, you know, I mean... I just jumped through you. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad game, I mean... It's actually probably a good shooter, but it's like, And that's why I got it. I knew it was gonna be I figured it was gonna be a good action game. Whereas a lot of them now are just really into self-regenerating healing and, you know, stuff like that. This feels like a freaking multiplayer map. What the hell?
Why are you staring at my shoe?
Okay, I guess I died. Huh.
Did you just blow yourself up?
I guess so. Well, let's try that again. After getting a sip of soda. But I don't know, like Doom 3 just has this really creepy atmosphere, and that's what I like about Doom 3 and Doom 64.
Yeah, but a lot of people complain about Doom 3, which doesn't make sense because...
Honestly, I think people are going to complain about this one.
I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about today's day and age, is that there's always going to be people that are not satisfied. That's what I feel like.
Well, that's just it. It's like with a big name like Doom, you know, I mean, there's fans of Doom, for over 20 years now. So I could understand you have to get it right, but I'm sorry. No matter what you do, it's not going to be classic Doom. No matter what you do, it's not going to be classic Wolfenstein 3D. Every game has its own, you know, experience, and fans of the original, you know, they could like this because they could be the intelligent fans that say, oh yeah, well, you know, it's fast-paced action and blah. Or you're going to have fans of Doom that say, you know, it's not what I expected. And of course it's not what you expected. It's 20 years more modern. And, you know, there's in that 20 years, Doom, the last Doom game they released, Doom 3, wasn't nearly as big or as popular as Call of Duty. God, when I was in high school, everyone's going off about Call of Duty and how I needed to play it. And I'm like, I bought Call of Duty 2 for GameCube, and I'm like, this blows.
What the heck are you doing, Pat?
Oh, crap. Abby, what's Tony doing here? Screw you! I'm gonna shoot you, Boris. You missed. I did not miss, Boris.
Okay, for some odd reason, Kelly has discovered the taste of shoe. And when I say taste of shoe, I'm not talking about the shoelaces.
This one kind of reminds me of Borderlands. Just with the control, like, the fast moving and...
Well, now all you gotta do is throw in the humor.
No, this is... If you threw in humor, that would feel too much like a Marvel Comics movie. Really good science crap. Really weird storyline,
Well,
and
that's where
really awkward kind of humor.
Because you said Borderlands, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Was
but, I mean, Borderlands kind of does feel like Marvel. It's just the graphics aren't as good. Marvel does really good graphics in their movies.
Well, I know that. It's just I just threw that in because I thought they had a little bit of humor for them.
They do, but the graphics...
Our interest in their world was pure for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
No, what I was saying was, okay, Borderlands, you know, the whole game feels like a comic book. But Marvel movies, it's like they really tried to make it look special. Really good graphics, really fancy science shit, although they don't really explain it very well, which kind of defeats the purpose of science. I don't think I'm supposed to fall. I don't think it's an open world game. That would be actually really cool. That's kind of like how I wanted to do the new Wolf and Doom mod.
I kind of wondered if they considered doing a reboot movie of this game.
I'm pretty sure with how bad people hated Doom 3, or not Doom 3, Doom the movie.
Wasn't there a green key card back there?
This thing?
No. It was on the ground.
I don't think they deal with key cards anymore. What is this? No, I think that's a piece. Yeah, it's armor.
Oh.
Key cards. I don't need no effing key cards. I'm Duke Nukem. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently, I'm sorry to bring this up, but apparently the first Power Rangers movie wasn't really that great, and yet...
I'm sorry, just Power Rangers in general, it's not. it's a low budget TV show, and it's aimed at kids, which is why you know, kids like it. It's because it's simple and it's fun, and like Dragon Ball Z, you don't need a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just it's Power Rangers.
What I was getting at was, and it turns out I didn't even know this until Madwolf brought this up, but apparently they are thinking of doing an actual...
No, they're not thinking, and it wasn't I who brought it up. We saw a video of, I think he goes by the name of the Black Nerd or something like that. His name's Andre. He's a pretty funny guy. Seen him with Nostalgia Critic, and he's all going off about the stills of the new Power Ranger movie showing the villain and the suits, and kind of like us, he's going off about people complaining as well as people complaining and people aren't happy and just...
Well, what I was saying was, I don't even remember how I even got on the topic, but I was talking about it, and you were saying, yeah, they are actually going to be doing a movie.
Because Andre showed us the stills from the movie.
And that was when you showed me the video that he did, because I was like, you're kidding me.
Honestly, it's not even so much the first movie was bad. It's, you know, Power Rangers, as corny or as cheesy as it is, I mean, it was fun when I was a kid, and...
Because it was aimed for kids.
But at the same time, you know, there was never really a big budget kind of ass kickers go all out kind of brawl fest movie, which so many things have done. I mean, Doom the movie, Resident Evil, frickin' everything done by Marvel. I mean, which, I'm sorry guys, you know how I'm feeling about Marvel, and the fact that people say, oh yeah, well, Batman vs. Superman, blah blah blah, not as good as Avengers. I'm sorry, you look at Civil War, the poster, even the poster is a ripoff of the Batman Superman movie. And people want to say Batman Superman is a ripoff of Avengers. Well, people have been waiting for this movie, you know, since the Christopher Reeves and Michael Keaton Batman movies. And, you know, some people even argued, well, they could have used the backstory from Michael Keaton and Christopher Reeves, except, okay, last Christopher Reeves movie, Sun Man. Yeah. One before that, Richard Pryor. Christopher Reeves, I don't even think is alive anymore. I mean, you know, he looked good as Superman, but, you know, the last time they tried continuing with those movies, it was essentially Superman Returns, which, I'm sorry, wasn't that great. Man of Steel, I actually really liked, and I'm not a Superman guy. I am more Batman. I like the dark edginess, and seeing Ben Affleck as Batman, it seriously reminded me of Michael Keaton Batman, not Christopher Bale. Where are the drugs? Harvey! I'm scary because I'm sounding like I'm part of a death metal band. Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and that's why I like the Ben Affleck one better, because instead of having to...
It fit the character. He had an actual voice synthesizer in his suit. Hello, Batman's like the genius of gadgets. I mean... But I mean, some people even, you know, they're like, oh yeah, well you gotta applaud Marvel or Stan Lee for their genius. I'm sorry. Iron Man is essentially Batman and Green Lantern's story. Captain America, which I think is hella funny. Captain America is essentially the same thing as Wonder Woman. Thor is essentially Superman, and Marvel's changed their minds with Thor's storyline and all this crap that it's like, I'm just like, what? Why can't you just pick a story and go with it? Different people become Captain America, different people, you know, and it's like, Don't even get me started on the Spider-Man Maximum Clonage drama. That was like straight out of a soap opera. So am I on Mars or Deimos? Or Phobos? Probably Mars.
Are we even in Darthon?
Maybe this is Darthon.
Reference to regular show viewers. For those of you that watch regular show.
That was like one of the funniest. That was the first episode I seen, and that was so awesome.
That was good.
But see, I mean, honestly, I'm not hating the game, and I'm not having negative energy, but I just feel like, with me, you know, borderline ripping demons' arms and limbs off, I feel more monstrous than...
The demons.
Yeah, and it's like, hello, forces of hell. You're telling me forces of hell are weaker than a human super soldier guy? I mean, that's where I like Doom 3, is they say they took the inspiration of Doom from Aliens, except Aliens, even though it was an action movie, had a lot of dark and creepy scenes, whereas the first Doom didn't really have that. It wasn't really, it was intense if you put it on, you know, headphones, but I could never get into it. With this, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just, it's really fast paced, and which, yeah, it's hard to do fast paced in a first person shooter now. It used to be all over, you know, with Zero Tolerance, Wolfenstein. Doom was faster than Wolfenstein, obviously. I really need some help. That's why I keep dying.
You gotta play it on Nightmare.
I didn't play it on Nightmare. I'm playing it on Ultraviolence.
Isn't that worse than...
No, Ultraviolence is supposed to be normal.
Oh.
Essentially, Ultraviolence in this game is like the same as Bring 'Em On in Wolfenstein. It's the middle difficulty. Some people say in Wolfenstein, normal is supposed to be the don't hurt me difficulty, which that still sounds like easy. And then Can I Play Daddy is obviously very easy. Holy crap, the battery symbol is not on.
Don't speak too quickly. I've noticed that in Resident Evil 4, it's like you only got 2 settings, and it's normal and...
Well, some of the older Resident Evil games actually did that. Once you beat it, you unlock the hard mode. And that makes sense for a more, Oh, they are doing keycards. That does make sense for,
I wasn't saying that's bad. I thought it was pretty awesome that you only get 2 settings in Resident Evil, and it was normal and...
Well, that's another one that, you know, really gets me, is people say, let me guess, you're gonna turn into a monster. Because you kind of have a hole in your head. Oh, well. People say Resident Evil is survival horror. The first game. I'm sorry, when I first played Resident Evil, which was Code Veronica X, it was not scary. I wasn't scared of it. My sister jumped at a particular scene of a zombie trapped in a cage, which she walked past it like several times. And then finally it busted out and she was like, oh my god, that's scary. And it's like, what? You saw this guy several times. You knew he was gonna bust out. So yeah, I'm sure there's Doom fans out there that are like, oh my god, he doesn't even know what part of the storyline this is. And seriously, it's really hard when they made a good game. You know, as much as I'm not as big, I like Doom, but I'm not as big of a fan of it as I am Doom 64 or Doom 3. Doom is a good game. It's a really good action-packed game, but it's not scary enough, just like this.
What I was gonna say about Resident Evil was the
Oh yeah,
only monster I actually got scared of was the chainsaw guy from Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, that guy scared the crap out of me when I was like, oh, like there was seriously a moment of, oh god, I don't want to be touched. I don't want him to even touch me. Where is he? Where is he? That kind of thing going on.
There was at one point, I looked like I was in some underground cavern. I go to open the door, and there's a chainsaw guy sitting right there. I actually screamed, "Oh my gosh!" Just slammed the door.
But that's just it. People even say Resident Evil 4 is not a survival horror game. It's because it plays nothing like classic Resident Evil. It's a shooter game. And I'm just thinking, dude, Resident Evil 4 was pretty damn scary. Resident Evil 5, not so much. Resident Evil 6, people were all like, oh yeah, it's going back to survival horror roots. And then I'm like, I'm looking at the thing of Resident Evil 6, and I'm like, this really is not its roots. This is another shooter game. This is not action-adventure.
Actually, I take it back. The chainsaw guy was the second terrifying thing. The one that actually scared me the most was the Bella sisters.
Which were essentially chainsaw guys.
Because, yeah, the first one I came across, I'm freaking out, and then I noticed there's two. I think at some point I started crying. I got so scared.
Really? I punched the robot? Why did I punch the robot? Because I'm an asshole!
Because you're Duke Nukem. I'm sure Duke Nukem would have done that. He'll throw poo!
Why am I doing this? Am I a monkey? God, people hated that game too, and it's like, accept it for what it is, guys.
I'm sorry, I cannot believe they threw that in there.
To me, Duke Nukem Forever legitimately feels like a Duke Nukem 3D too. It does not feel like Duke Nukem 2, Duke Nukem, you know, it doesn't feel like, I like the side-scroller Duke Nukems. Duke Nukem 3D, I made some jokes in my reviews, and it has some good technology in it, like Doom, but I'm just like, I have a hard time getting into this. So yeah, I do the brutal Doom. Oh, battery symbol just turned on, and I got a minute left. So yeah, I do the execution brutal Doom moves. Brutal Doom is a pretty trippy mod. Basically, it's Doom meets Mortal Kombat. And that's how I get health, essentially, in this game. By doing the execution moves like that.
Oh. Interesting.
$30 And so anyway, guys, this is Doom 2016. I call it that because, I'm sorry, there's way too many things out there just called Doom. Doom the movie, Doom 1993, Doom 95, Ultimate Doom, Z-Doom, J-Doom, Z-Doom, etc., etc. Brutal Doom, etc., etc. Doom 2016. It's a fun action game, not very scary, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.